So, Kev, defeat to Eastleigh tonight. How do you reflect on that result?
Yeah, listen, very frustrated, disappointed in a game that we should win. And if we're doing anything this season, we've got to come here and win. I know there's a new manager announced tonight, and they're going to have a run around because of that. But we've got to be better than that. I think we should be up 2 up in the first half with the chances we've had. Keenan's had a header on the 6-yard box. Anything on target goes in. Cav's had one that's cleared off the line from a corner. I don't think they've had anything apart from that. Collins made a brilliant save. But for the amount of ball and times we got to the final third, we've got to create more chances and we've got to score more goals.
Yeah, you mentioned it there. The first half start was bright and in the ascendancy. It's getting that first goal. How frustrating that we couldn't manage to get that goal. You mentioned Keenan's chance, which was a crucial one.
Yeah, it's huge because listen, obviously with the new manager here, they're going to go that little bit extra. You've got to take the sting out of them. You've got to, they are where they are and they lose a manager because of that. So we've got to be more ruthless than that. And them chances come, you've got to take them. Because at the minute, teams probably only get 1 or 2 chances against them, but they're taking them. And that's the frustrating thing. In second half, we get the equaliser. Their first goal is poor from our point of view. It's too easy to get our back line. And then I think it's gone in near post. And then we get back in the game. And the amount of balls that are going in the box and crosses that are flashing across the box, we've got to get someone on the end of them. And it looks like only one team is going to go on and win it because all the momentum's with us, they're hanging on. And then it's a mistake at the end that costs us.
Yeah, Andrew Dallas on target with his 5th goal of the season, and then it's just 4 minutes later, after we'd sort of looked on top and the pressure was mounting, conceding a soft goal like that, very disappointing.
Yeah, hugely. I think Collins called for it, so he's got to do better, got to be stronger on that and come and get it or come and clear it out your box. Because I don't think they were in our box at all second half really, and it's all the momentum's with us, and then you've got to be ruthless. And if you're going to do anything this year, you've got to put teams to bed, and we should do that when we get level.
Thanks, Kev.
Kevin, it ends in defeat at the Silver Lake Stadium against Eastleigh. What's the overriding feeling after that one?
Yeah, as I just said, very disappointed that we've got to come here and win. We've got to come here and win, and the dominance we have in game, you've got to put teams to bed. You've got to be more ruthless. For the amount of chances we had, especially first half, you should be 2 up.
Obviously, you had the really bright play going forward in that first half as well. You had a couple of chances in there. It was just that getting that final ball in. How much was that frustration from the way they were setting up?
Yeah, listen, but they were going to be tough and hard to beat, which but you've got to get the moments right. And Keenan's header, anything on target goes in. Cav's chance that from a corner that drops, it somehow doesn't go in. And I think very early on, Walks and Dallow were very bright and combining ever so well. And I think there's a couple of times maybe Walks could have got a shot off, or they tried to play each other in. It just didn't happen. And they're the moments that we've got to get right for the amount of times we have the ball in the opposition box. So frustrating to lose the game, of course, and especially after you come back from 1 down to equalise and still, plenty of time to go win it, which we looked like we were going to do. But what you can't do is lose it.
Yeah, like I say, coming out of half time, obviously you had some bright moments going in there, but just that first goal, conceding that counter attack, frustration in the aspects and way that was conceded. Yeah,
poor, because we knew, especially we talked half time, the start of the second half, just playing in the right areas because we know they're going to return it back at us. So it's just starting right and doing things right, and the goal's poor, really poor for me. Both goals are poor and they're so unavoidable from our point of view. And what we've got to be is more ruthless in both boxes, and we don't give up many chances, so we've got to be more ruthless when we go the other end, because the chances we have, we should put teams to bed.
You mentioned Andy Dallas there as well. He's done a lot of good work, and it was him that got onto the end of it in that set piece as well. So I suppose obviously defeat, but is what you saw from him and the work he was doing.
Yeah, listen, I thought he combined ever so well, him and Walks first half especially, and he was really bright, when he came in the pocket and got on the turn, and it's a real poacher's goal he got. And when he gets that, you feel like you're going to go on and win the game. And we commit bodies forward, and it's a crown amount of crosses we've got put across the box that no one's getting on the end of. It just took that moment, but then we can see the crazy goal from our point of view.
Yeah. So what do you put the conceding of that goal down to?
Listen, Collins called for it, so just be stronger, that's all. Listen, he's made a brilliant save first half, but when he calls for it, he's got to come and get that or clear it from his box.
So like I say, it is consecutive away defeats for Southend. What is the key over the next couple of days to respond and going into your next game?
No, listen, we're in tomorrow to train. and be ready for Saturday and a game that we want to go win. Thank you.
No, Gus tonight, how bad is that, and could he be back for Saturday?
Yeah, possibly. We have to see how it settles down. He just felt his hip flex on Monday. Tried to do a little bit of training, but was still too sore today to be able to play. But Windy come in, and more than able deputy there, of course. But obviously missing Gus is a miss.
Yeah, and George as well, didn't considering that's his first appearance of any kind this season.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why, all credit to him. When you're not in the team, you have to train properly, and you have to maintain your fitness levels, your weight, everything like that, so that you're ready when you're called upon. Because, listen, I spoke to George, and sometimes you weren't on the bench, but sometimes you have more chance of starting than actually coming on sometimes, and that was the case.
And Charlie Kendall, have you got the report back yet about whether it's coming from his back and whether he'll be back for Saturday?
Not yet. I'm still waiting for that, and it hopefully comes, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, Colin, it's the life of a goalkeeper, isn't it? A stunning save at the end of the first half, and then second half, a couple of errors, but he's got to show that character now to bounce back if selected. Yeah,
absolutely. Like I said, he's done ever so well this season, and made a brilliant save first half, but there are moments that we've got to get right, and if you do, you win the game.